In the Inspector General community, they will tell you sometimes you feel like you are just one controversial or high-profile report away from having something happen to you.
Baltimore County's watchdog is fighting to keep her job after the county executive decided not to renew her contract.
First on Fox, Mackenzie Frost sat down with Kelly Madigan to learn more about what's going on.
Mackenzie joins us live from the newsroom with Madigan's concerns. Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mary and Maxine, Kelly Madigan found out last month that her contract would not be renewed by the Baltimore County executive, Klaus, Meyer, who is an unelected leader at this point, who has yet to publicly discuss or really explain in an interview her decision. And this is why Madigan says there needs to be more independence for the Inspector General's office. In January, Klaus Meyer was selected to serve as the next Baltimore County executive.
That partiality or prejudice.
Assuming the role coming after Johnny Olszewski resigned following his election to Congress. That's when Inspector General Kelly Madigan says she started reaching out to Klaus Meyer to schedule a meeting.
I emailed her several times between February, March, never had a meeting. And then I got a meeting on Monday, May 12th. I went to that meeting. I told them about the office, answered the questions they had, and at the end of the meeting, they handed me a letter that my job would be posted in 2 days.
That letter, seen here, says Madigan is encouraged to apply for the position if she's interested in staying on the job. Did you have any indication as to that would be the outcome of that meeting?
None.
So you were taken by surprise?
Oh, I was very surprised.
Where do you believe this is coming from? Do you have any indication that it's coming from the previous county executive?
It's hard to know. You'd have to ask him that.
During your tenure, how successful has your office been in terms of the investigations that you've done, the savings that you have found for the taxpayers of Baltimore County?
Oh gosh, you know, it's been a little over 5 years, and I think we've issued 34 public reports.
She says her small team has combed through more than 900 complaints in her first term.
So whether it's a report about employees misusing their vehicles, or it's a report about millions of dollars of waste in the water system, or waste related to trash haul vendors that are committing fraud, P-card reports, those reports would have never seen the light of day. Those savings would have never been known. I've heard over and over again how grateful Baltimore County employees, current and former, are that we listened to their concerns. We sat down, we took the time, we took them seriously.
Madigan's effort in rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse rewarded earlier this year. The Maryland chapter of Association of Certified Fraud Examiners naming Madigan the Fraud Fighter of the Year for her courage, leadership, and focus on speaking truth to power. But her anti-corruption work has been an uphill battle in Baltimore County. Over the last couple of years, we've seen some criticism of you and your office from other elected leaders, especially on the council. Do you believe that you're being pushed out? You know, is politics the reason why you're being asked to reapply for your job?
I think the answer is it has to be political because the process is political. It's a nomination by the administration and confirmation by council. So that's the executive branch and the legislative branch for Baltimore County government. So it is political.
Madigan has fought a years-long battle for independence. In 2021, the county watchdog faced a proposed bill to give politicians oversight of the Inspector General's office. Then in 2023, then Council Chair Julian Jones proposed a plan to weaken the office of Inspector General, limiting funding, operation, and ability to publish reports. That effort later dropped, and then a Blue Ribbon Commission was launched.
We ended up stronger than we were before. The Blue Ribbon Commission doubled down on all the things that we had done, thought our policies and procedures were appropriate, agreed with our decision making, and in fact recommended strengthening the office, moving it to the charter. It's curious that this question of reappointment never came before the Blue Ribbon Commission.
One of the members of that commission, Joanne Antoine, is the director of Maryland's Common Cause. She called on County Executive Klaus Meyer to drop the search for a new Inspector General and reappoint Madigan to the job.
It leads you to question, like, what is happening behind the scenes?
Does it concern you that the way this is all playing out is happening under a county executive that wasn't elected by the people?
It's certainly surprising that someone who is a temporary position holder, if you will, supposed to hold the position for 2 years, would kind of go about making this dramatic and drastic change.
Why do you think this is happening?
You'd have to ask Ms. Klaus Meyer as to the factors that went into this decision. It's certainly a little bit upsetting because I felt like I had never really had an opportunity to sit and to talk with her, for her to ask me about myself or about the office. And for all I know, it's because of the reports. I mean, that's the challenge with oversight. Oversight can be messy. It's that famous Supreme Court decision that says sunlight is the best disinfectant. But when that spotlight's shining on you, sometimes you want to turn it away.
We asked County Executive Klaus Meyer for an interview. Her office said she was unavailable, instead giving Fox 45 News a statement thanking Madigan for her ongoing dedicated work, adding she would look forward to discussing the impact of her work over the past 4 years, as well as how it continues to make Baltimore County better. In the city, there's an advisory board determining the watchdog's contract. Madigan says independence is key for an inspector general to be effective.
The statute has to be independent, the person has to act independent, and you have to try to have all of the factors so that politics don't play a role. Currently, right now in Baltimore County, when you have a process where the appointment and the confirmation is by the 2 branches of government, it is political.
And this is the result of that.
This is the result of that.
Now, Kelly Madigan says that she has finished her application and submitted to reapply for her current job, but she says she also is reading the room and is brushing up her resume. The deadline for applications for the Inspector General is tomorrow. Live in the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.